I don't know how to start a video, but I'm Hootless, and this is West of Loathing, a new game by, I believe they're called Asymmetric. It's the same people, as you may have guessed from the title, that did Kingdom of Loathing, of which I'm a huge fan. And so far there's basically nothing but positive reviews of this game on Steam, so I figured I'd pick it up. You can shoot stuff on the main menu here. You can even shoot the clouds in the background. It's a little bit delayed, but it does shoot them. I accidentally shot options instead of the tumbleweed. Let's go new game. I haven't played this at all yet, at all. Oh. Weird. Random. There we go. Cub Carson. Now let's go with, Cub sure is a common name. We're gonna be Kodiak Oakley. Oakley, not Oatley. So like I said, I haven't played this at all yet, but it does seem like a very interesting time. I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. I'll be a bean slinger. Magic and cooking are inextricably intertwined in Loathing, and the bean slinger is the mystical master of both. You've heard there's a shortage of cooks out west since the cows came home, due to most of the cooks having been brutally killed by the cows. Sounds good, I want to be a bean slinger. In Kingdom of Loathing, I've played Saucer and Pasta Mancer so far, both of which are a pretty fun time. So I can walk around with WASD. This weird poster appeared here one night. The entire game is basically this kind of humor, and it's kind of what West of Loathing and Kingdom of Loathing are known for. You read the spine of one of your books, The Occurrence at the Spooky Jungle. That was one of my favorite. Trouble at the Ancient Forest. Dad gave me this one when I was a kid. Charlie Jones and the Trouble at Eagle Mansion. The Journey to the Old Cave. The Journey to Eagle Church. Oh, I got Walking Stupid. What does that do? Unlock Stupid Walking as an option. Why not? I got a perk, Stupid Walking, and then I dropped the book and ruined it by stepping on it 30 times while I'm trying to pick it up. Whoops, you know, it happens. Sometimes you just, oh my god, please. Look at this. Look at this walking. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, what the fuck? Fucking crab walk around. Does it change every so often? It does. You know what? That's perfect. Goodbye, desk. I'll comb my hair. I gained 1 experience for that. That's pretty cool. I keep, face planting the ground. Hey, Russell, how you doing? Caw. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Caw. Caw. Yes, exactly. Feed him a cricket. You grab a cricket from your cricket bag and feed it to Russell. He coos appreciatively and nuzzles your hand. Hey, maybe it's time for you to leave, too. You open your bedroom window, not pictured, and unlatch the door to Russell's cage. He winks at you, caws one last time, and then flies away to the west. It's time to hit the trail. Goodbye, phonograph. Goodbye, bed. Goodbye, empty cage. I guess I'm just gonna handstand my way to the... Oh, that was actually not my entire house. What does this say? Tell me your secrets, fireplace. This hearth really puts the hearth in hearth and home. You're gonna miss Mom's cooking. It's Mom's pie safe. It keeps all her pies safe. You'll miss meals with the family. What's in here? Oh, my little brother's room. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Über die Darstellbarkeit einer Function durch eine trigonometrische I'm sure I butchered that. I don't fucking speak German. It is, you know, German or one of the similar languages. Probably about trigonometry because it says trigonometrisch. Pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Ouvres. I think that's just Ouvres. Ouvres Mathematiques Diviriste Galois. Galois. I'm pretty bad at sight reading French as well, if that is French. I assume it's French. This is a French word for sure. That's eggs. Mathematics, something. I don't fucking know. Pick up another one of his weird books and flip through it. Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica. Why does he have, only 4 in books? Look inside his toy box. I'm gonna steal his fucking puzzle cube. No more puzzle cube for you. It's covered with all his weird diagrams and charts. Alright, so yeah, this is pretty much the game. It's basically this for the entire game as far as I've been able to tell. I believe you're trying to make it out west. And you have adventures while you're doing that. My mom smiles warmly as I approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. Oh, we're gonna miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. Yeah, give me that. It's that book I wanted for Crimbo. It's, Crimbo's the Loathing equivalent of Christmas, if you couldn't figure that out. The one about picking locks, my favorite. Please be careful out there. Write us a letter when you can. I won't. Thank you for the book, though. I'm gonna read it. Or locks and how to pick them. Gives me the lockpick and expertise skill. After I'm done reading it, I donate it to a local orphanage. Soon those orphans will be able to make their escape. Perfect. Fiddle with this, I guess. Hooray. Fiddle with this. I've already solved it. Well, it's free experience, I suppose. Stupid walking, I'm gonna turn that off. It was cool. But I don't want it anymore. Nerd mode, best font mode. Save inventory options. Colorblind mode. I don't think that changed anything. Show combat grid. I probably don't need the combat grid on. Hello there. My father morosely jabs at the haystack. That hat doesn't fit you. It's time for me to leave and get... Oh my god, a can of infinite beans. That's amazing. Good luck up there. Be sure to say goodbye to the blah blah blah. Got a can of infinite beans. +1 spell damage, +1 muscle, +1 moxie. By the way, there are stats in this. You can kind of see... How do I get to them? Here, probably. So there's muscle, mysticality, moxie. Those are the 3 stats that also show up in Kingdom of Loathing. And you can see base is 1 in each of them, and then current I'm getting +1 to muscle and moxie, so I have 2 in those. And there's also grit, gumption, and glamour. I have no idea what those skills do in the context of this game. They didn't show up in Kingdom of Loathing at all. The extent to which you are truly gritty, the higher it is, the tougher you'll be. So it looks like that controls how much health you have, your pain tolerance, and stomach capacity. This is speed, maximum action points, that's for combat. And spleen capacity. And glamour is meat gains, item finding bonuses. So that's basically, it controls the drops and also your liver capacity. So that's pretty cool. From what I understand, this game is different from Kingdom of Loathing in that you don't have to drink like booze and eat food to get more turns. It's just completely single player, and because it's completely single player, I guess they felt fine with making it, you know, no limit on how much you can play it per day. I have Hellbender, gives me +1 spell damage and then +3. Outfoxing is another one of my skills. I'm smarter than a box of rocks, which is probably good. Lockpick and expertise, I just got that. It makes it so I can pick complex locks and then extremely complex locks, and it probably just keeps getting more and more absurd. Oh wait, no, it only has 3 levels, so only has 1 more level of absurdity. Got stupid walking as a perk. Lava Fava is one of my attacks. Bean Shield is one of my other skills for combat. Alright, hello there, brother Rufus. Give him his puzzle back. Say goodbye. Still doesn't understand why I'm leaving. Why am I going west? I'm gonna go west to seek my fortune. If I'm gonna make something of myself, I gotta go where I can make some meat. By the way, meat is the currency in this world. There's some clever reason for it, but I don't remember what it is. There was, like, definitely some reason for it. I can skip the opening credits. I probably will, actually. Even though it'll probably sass me for that, yeah. You just skipped a credit sequence where your character rode a turnip cart across the Great Plains and into the sleepy town of Boring Springs. Highlights of the trip included director, cinematographer, film editor, dialect coach, stunt coordinator, key grip, boom operator. I'm sure it was spectacular. So this is, whatever the name of this place is. Can a fella have a drink in this something? I don't know, he switched what he said next time. The BS Horsery. Let's go to the inn. As I walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy to the left of the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention. Hey, where's your hat, dang nabbit? Well, you can't drink in here without a hat. Tain't proper. He points to the take a hat, leave a hat box next to the door. I don't know why I'm still doing an accent. He ain't talking anymore. Also, that's, like, not even accurate for a fucking cowboy accent. You know what? It doesn't matter. He's like a crazy prospector. I think he shows up as a familiar, not a familiar, a companion. Familiar is like an animal. I look through the hat box and find a magical black Stetson. I think that's a cowboy hat? A Stetson? I don't know. Looks like something I'd wear. Grab it. Ooh, it's all pointy and has stars on it. It's a barely enchanted hat. Thanks, sir, Pete. Thanks, Pete. You heading west. If and you want some company, I've been more than happy to cut them along. Just let me know. Yeah, sure. Hey, you can come with me. Come on, Crazy Pete. Never mind. Apparently I'm not good enough. If I had 20 meat, I could play poker. Although they don't seem to know how to play poker. This guy's sleeping. Hey, there's a spittoon here. I'm gonna, even though it's fucking disgusting, I'm gonna search through it because I know you can find stuff in these. It's a spittoon. People spit into it, you know, without even looking at it. Oh, and it's a completely different sentence structure than I thought it was. You know, without even looking at it, that it's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, it's full of spit, regular spit, gross tobacco spit, chewing gum, and it looks like a few teeth as well. It's disgusting, and the smell, even from a distance, it's horrible. I'm gonna look closer. You're now on your hands and knees peering into a filth-encrusted spittoon. I don't understand what's wrong with you. Wait, is there something shining at the bottom? I'll get it. You reach your hand towards the spittoon. Even before you touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air, like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like the vomit trough at a mesquite barbecue eating contest. You hesitate. Never surrender. You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes it sound like glop. Your skin is burning. Your eyes start to water. Your fingers make contact with something. You pull your hand out of the devil's tureen slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring. Probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations. I got a nasty ring. Alright. What does that do? +1 to each of the 3 main stats. You know what? It's totally worth it, I'm gonna say. So, if you don't like reading, this game's probably not for you. It's like 90% reading from what I understand. And, you know, if you don't want to read things, you can probably still get through it, but at the same time, you'll miss out on a lot of the character of the game. Walk up to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each." Bartender finally notices you. Howdy, cowboy. Howdy, barkeep. Name's Kodiak. I don't even remember what my guy's name was. Oh, wait, no, it was, Kodiak Oakley. That's right. What brings you to our little backwater? Oh, the usual. Out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far. I need work around these parts. Unfortunately, Board Springs already has more people in it than jobs. It's more of an errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I'd recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater. I'm gonna ask about errands. You mentioned errands. Yeah, this forsaken burg is always falling apart in one way or another. The hostler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff could certainly stand to have somebody doing his job for him. Anything else? Well, I've got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowpoke in from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off and got spores everywhere. Wait, hold on. I don't think spores lead to goblins. That's not how that works. Yeah, I can probably handle a goblin. Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you. Oh, and you'll need this. A weak fungicide. Fungicide? Howdy, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, he's the town horse selling guy. Horses are just flying out the door, so business is booming. Nice. No, I mean the horses keep running away. Haven't sold one in ages. Is that why you're drinking here instead? Yep. And me being here and in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious circle things. Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left? One, kind of a boring one, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the stable. Alright, I believe I get like a choice of what kind of horse I get to have. Hello there, goblin. I've come to deal with you. I don't think you have to play with the mouse, but I am. Alright, it's a little bit loud. How much health does it have? 25. So I could do 9 damage, or I could just spray it with the fungicide, which does exactly its amount of health. I won. Look at that. Look how skilled I am. Skill up, mysticality level 2. Head back upstairs, I guess, and go talk to this barkeep. I took care of that goblin. Thank you kindly, Kodiak. I knew you was a stand-up filler the moment you walked in here. He reaches under the bar, grabs a bag of meat. Here you go. It's the least I can do by way of thanks. Tip my hat to him, and I'm fucking out of here. Hello there, Pete. Why are you twitching? Who, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, I've been mining these mountains longer than the stickleback shuffle munchkin can whistle Dixie. That's a fucking mouthful and a half, let me tell you. I want to play poker. Let me play. Put 20 meat on the table and sit down before they can say no. One of them shuffles the cards sloppily and deals a new round. I get a pair of 10s plus a 2, a 3, and a king. A pair of 10s, a 2, 3, and a king. I'm gonna bet conservatively. Squint to their hands for a moment and each pushes 10 meat to the middle of the table. Show my pair of 10s plus 2, 3, king. The guy on the left has a full house, 2 jacks and 3 aces, and the guy on the right somehow gets a straight flush. 2 through 6 in hearts. I'm gonna outfox them. I explained that jacks are worth 9 points each, giving the guy on the left a total of 21 points, to the guy on the right's 20, and you're 25 plus a king. And the king represents King Ralph the Ninth, whom the western colonies revolted against because of unfair taxes, so they owe an extra tax of 10 meat each. They nod in understanding and push more meat across the table at you. You collect your winnings and stand up. The guy thank you for helping them learn the game. So that pretty much sums up this game, I would say. And I'm not really... I'm not going to get anything better that shows the humor of this game than that poker game just did. So I'm going to call the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this, and I'll probably record this as a series. I think it would make for a good series, and from what I've heard, it isn't too long. So we'll see. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys all next time.